The Boytown Podcast is brought to you by Tribal Burger, which just so happens to be the best burger joint in all of Belfast. It has fresh meat, fresh burgers, fresh buns, and hey,
they do vegan treats for people like myself that are vegan, but also from time to time fully eat meat.
And you're a little bit pernickety about what you eat. Their vegan food, good or bad, man?
Always good. We go there. People may have seen us there, just putting meat
away
at the window in Botanic.
Yep.
But they're right near Queen's University, middle of Botanic, so go check them out. They're also on all social media. And you can follow them for some delicious posts, but they're not as delicious as their food.
Right, mister. Normally we start the episode with a song, but you haven't even spoken since we've got here. You've just been sitting there like Grace Jones.
I'm casting a play. You auditioned for the role of Snake Rat 1. You got it. Snake Rat 2 in supporting cast. Got the role.
And
Snake Rat. You know what the play's called?
what?
Angry Boy and the Snake Rats.
Okay, so why are you an angry boy? Why you smile? It's a smile. It's the first I've seen a smile since you got here.
Yeah, I smile because I thought of something terrible happening to you on the way home, but it wasn't. I'm not saying you had an accident.
Do you know, between us, we're the fathers of 5 children?
Yeah, I don't mean it was anything to do with the car accident. I mean, you stand on a rake going into your house.
Oh, that's not
and
funny.
it kills you.
You know what I hope happens to you? I hope your wee toothache gets maggots.
Right. The listeners are probably going, why is this starting with so much sass, right? I'm gonna tell you why. Number one, I have a toothache.
Okay.
Came on the last 20 minutes.
Oh, because you knew we were coming.
The reason
we
I
drove
got it
340 miles to get
because
here.
I had a football match. Okay. I came straight here. I haven't even had a shower yet. Then I got this toothache.
Yeah.
Then I said to you, "There's a Domino's on the way." Two really good friends of mine. There's a Domino's on the way. Yeah. And I said, if I phone it, will you just and pay for it? Will you just run in and get it for me and bring it?
But you don't seem to realise that when we bring it here, you would have sat and eaten it for how long does it?
I would have blended it. I would have blended it. I would have blended it because you're my friends.
With your wee sore tooth and your wee limp hands like E.T. So much like E.T. right now. Eating it would have taken 45 minutes. You'd be like, oh. And we had just been sitting there like 2 wee snake rats and our 4th cups of tea. And would you have offered us any Domino? No, because it'd be gluten free, which equals flavour free. Oh, Elliot.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay? Hey, here's another reason I'm annoyed. Didn't want you to come and do this.
Why? Well, hey, that sounds really good, doesn't it?
Because I have a toothache.
Millions of listeners, sponsors, fans.
Hate them all tonight.
Oh, well. And
not by the time this comes out.
And I hope you're going to do an official apology. A Facebook Live apology video.
I want to, in the words of Conor McGregor, I want to apologise to nobody.
But you're the ego man.
What?
Your ego is disgraceful.
Shut up.
You're sitting there saying you won't apologise. You're literally drinking out of a cup with your own face on it. You couldn't be more of a dick if you tried. But anyway.
Who got me this cup?
I don't know. Must have been a real good guy.
You must have got someone to order this for you because you don't have hands. You must have done
correct.
Like a little tongue.
Nope. No, there's different types of snake rats. There's snake rats with rat heads and snake body.
So it's great.
I have a snake's head and a rat's body.
You think you're talking now, saying words, but all I hear and all the listeners hear is.
Well, then there must be plenty of snake rat listeners out there.
Yeah, all snake rats.
Love
produced
it.
by a snake rat, co-hosted by a snake rat, listened to by snake rats. The only people who are on snake rats are Tribal Burger and Botanic, who sponsor the podcast. And I want to say thank you to Tribal. This podcast is brought to you by Tribal. And hey, they don't let snake rats in. Alright, they only serve humans. Okay, so that's why you can never have the yummy food. It's on Botanic. Okay, Tribal Burger. It's right beside Queen's University.
Do you know this isn't the segment of sponsorship yet, mate?
Yes, it is. I'm doing it when I want. You're in my house. You're literally in my yard.
This isn't your house.
I'm saying, get yourself to Tribal.
This is just a
Burger.
random house you gave us an address for, and we had to come and steal you out of bed. This is a safe house for the paramilitaries that somehow you have the keys for, and a wee hood that you can cover up and threaten people. Now you actually look like a rat snake because your ears are
I don't care if I'm a rat
back
snake.
the way they
You're a
were
snake rat, I'll be a rat snake.
before they got pinned.
But right enough, Tribal Burger and Botanic, we love it. It's really good. They do some lunchtime deals. They're on social media, so you can have a look at some of the yummy pictures of their food. And hey, the most important thing is they know where Boytown's at. They sponsor the podcast.
They haven't opened a store yet in Boytown, but they need to sort that out, I think.
And
ASAP.
they make their yummy burgers on site.
Hey,
Huge fan of that, because you know what I don't like it when people do? Carry meat through a town. It really offends me.
not even like traditional legs of pork that they have cured and have to bring to Geppetto in his wee salon.
Only if you put it down your own leg.
And pretend you're a.
It's a third leg. Sort of thing.
Nice, right? Okay. Ready to make phone call?
Tribal Burger, check it out. It's really nice.
I'm really trying to push this segment this week early because there's a time limit on the person she needs to ring. So do you want to just get on the phone here basically straight away, get your number withheld and go for it?
Hang on a second. Why are you so hyped about this phone
because
call?
The person stops working at 10 p.m.
And also you're a snake rat.
Yeah, without saying.
Okay,
right.
Caller ID's off.
Basically, you've relocated. Obviously, hold on.
I'll do your work for you. I've relocated. I'm keen to let people know what I'm about.
Wrong.
I'm in a new area.
Correct.
I've got a light show.
Wrong. Right. You've moved to Plymouth, right?
Why would I?
If the person happens to ask you whereabouts you live in Plymouth, you live on Elliot Street near the Viking Stone, right?
Hang on. You're gonna need to write this down.
Okay, so you've moved to Plymouth.
Just write Plymouth. Write Elliot Street, Viking Stone.
Okay. Elliot Street and near the Viking Stone.
And who am I presumably I'm phoning some sort of sauna?
No. What it is this is a company that produces performances of male or female strippers and dwarves, oddly. So you've moved to the area and you're looking work.
I'm keen that I'm looking work.
You're looking work. You want to become a male stripper.
Yeah.
You've got what I want you to describe as a quite substantial ding-a-ling. And you're not allowed to call it a cock or a penis or it's a ding-a-ling. It's always the ding-a-ling. And if they say stuff about it, you have to correct them and say it's a ding-a-ling that needs shown.
Do you have any stripping experience?
No, but you were an escort for many years in Belfast, but it was illegal and you got run out of town by the UVF.
Sure.
Right, okay, so you're run out of town, right? Give us another type of number in for you. So don't have all these lads out there.
But I don't have a light show.
If you want to talk about having a light show,
because I feel like I can take stripping to the next level.
If you can bring that in, go for it.
Ding-a-ling.
Oh, it's not still on. Great. Saw the website. You're looking some work. Oh. I may hope they answer. Bespoke ding-a-ling.
What if they don't answer?
You just don't have to make a call this week.
Oh.
Thank you for calling Haleby
I'll leave a
Entertainment.
message
We are closed at the moment. Please call us back between office hours of 9 a.m. and 10 p.m. 7 days a week. Alternatively, you can leave us a message and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.
Lots of ums as well, please.
After you finish your message, just hang up. Or to hear more options, please press 1.
Hello, my name's Sebastian Snakerat. I've just moved to Plymouth. I checked out the website and just giving you a call about any opportunities you guys might have coming up. I just moved to Elliot Street near the Viking Stone there, and I'm basically I'd be very keen to get on the books. What experience do I have? Well, I was a premier escort for Bespoke Services in Belfast, and then those bad boys at the UVF ran me out of town, and the worst thing is I was halfway through a strip, so I was wearing nothing but a G-string and running through Belfast. I'm a very confident guy. I think my main strength would be I've got a substantial ding-a-ling, and that I think equipped me well when the paramilitaries were chasing me because I was able to use it. I was able to just get it hard and start swinging it like a good old baseball bat. So yeah, I'd be very keen. Also, just one thing I should point out in case you're not taking me seriously is a lot of strippers just strip. I don't. I don't just have a substantial ding-a-ling, but I also have a substantial light show that I'd be keen to rig up, and I think the ladies would really like it. I can get it set up. I can get a crew to bring it round, and the thing about that is that comes out of my wage, and I think maybe the best thing with the light show, and the reason it's so bespoke, because you might have had guys coming around singing cock before with their own light shows, but mine actually emits from my dingling. So give me a call sometime. You know where to find me, Elliot Street near the Viking Stone, and I look forward to it. Thanks, Sebastian Snake Rat out. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, maybe even better than if someone answered.
The crazy thing is, if I get a call back, I might take them up on it. At least if I move to Plymouth, I don't have to keep doing the podcast for you guys.
No, you've ever had surgery? Have you? Do you ever appendix out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine the pain. It's sore, wasn't it? Afterwards.
Yeah.
Imagine the pain. You'd have to put a slit down your dingling to fit in like a laser pen.
I don't know. I think it'd be worth it.
It might make going to the toilet that wee bit easier if it's a laser guided piss. Great.
Right, you have a phone call to make, so if you want to set your number to private.
Okay. Oh, I
don't see why we should leave the Plymouth area. So I think you're keen to you're keen to call up a hotel in Plymouth. What you're basically looking to do is make a booking.
Okay.
But it's pretty discreet because you have a celebrity client, and you want the celebrity client to experience all the. I want you to say you want a Plymouth hotel stay with all the trimmings, and you're going to say off the bat that you can't reveal who the celebrity is, and then after a couple of seconds, I want you to say, "Okay, you've twisted my arm. It's CR7 Jr, Cristiano Ronaldo Jr. And I want you to say he's going to be unaccompanied. He'll be arriving by himself, checking in and staying by himself. Yeah. But you have a couple of requests. You want to ask if they have like a nearby hotel that's not as good that the water babies might be able to stay at. And I want you to say there's going to be quite a large number of them. Okay. Somewhere around 8,000. And then I want you to say CR7 Jr has one big request for his room. Yeah. He needs a natural river source running through it. And then I want you to finish it by saying, I want you to finish it by saying, if you're able to hook him up, CR7 Jr will be able to give you a complimentary bottle of his new aftershave, which is called Baby Swag. So that's it. Okay. I want you to make the booking, get a price. I'll type in the number. So I want you to basically be really adamant that you can't reveal who it is. Okay. And then straight away I want you to say, okay, it's CR7 Jr and say, you obviously know who that is. If it sounds like they don't, I want you to then explain it. It's Cristiano Ronaldo Jr. Say he's on his book tour. Mm-hmm. He's written a baby book called... No, he's not written a baby book, he's written a book. I want you to say... He's written a crime novel. Okay. Oh fuck. Okay. Okay. Yes.
Thank you for calling Jory's in Plymouth.
Turn that up.
The call may be recorded for training purposes. Please listen to the following options carefully, as they've recently changed. For reservations, please press 1.
Oh yes, definitely.
To make a new reservation, press 1. To amend an existing...
You want that Plymouth hotel stay with all the trimmings. Okay. I remember he's travelling alone.
There is Plymouth Commander speaking. How may I help?
Hi, I'm just phoning up to make an inquiry or get a quote essentially for the cost of a room, please.
Yeah, when were you looking for?
We're thinking sort of about the middle of September sometime, it would be.
Okay, any date in particular?
The 15th through to the, I think, 16th for the quote, but possibly 17th.
Okay, 15th. How many people is that for?
It's for...
It's just the 107 Junior.
I don't know why I personally.
To be honest, I was going to as well. Hey man, but don't worry, there's other hotels in Plymouth, so give the crown.
Fucking hell.
Who's it for? It's one. He's a bit of a bespoke guest. I want you to say.
It's one little boy. It's fucking ridiculous.
I want you to say it's for a bespoke guest. I enjoyed that. Remember, he's CR7 Junior. I shouldn't be telling you this, but he's here for his book tour. It's a crime.
Good evening, this is the Crown Plaza in Plymouth. How may I direct your call?
Hello, I just am looking a quote for a room hire, please.
I beg your pardon, sir?
I'm looking for a quote for Cristiano Ronaldo's son. It's fucking ridiculous.
Okay. Right. Just for the listeners, sorry there was a bit of a stop there. Hopefully you won't have heard that, but Davy Boy had to take a few minutes to compose himself because he's being very silly. All I want him to do is book young CR7 into a room. His daddy, Cristiano Ronaldo, is over in Italy. He's stressing out that his little boy won't have a room and he's going to be walking the streets of Plymouth.
Why is he got a crime novel?
Because he likes to express himself. Alright, he's a talented little boy. So there's your new number there, man. So can you just be a bit mature about this?
I can't.
You're a booking agent, you've got a bespoke client. Okay, it's a bit different. Okay, it's weird that he's Plymouth as part of his book tour.
Okay.
But, you know, he wants to be taken seriously, young CR7.
Welcome to Premier Inn. If you are calling on an 0871 number, please note that calls to this service cost 13 pence per minute, plus your phone company's access charge. You're through to Premier Inn, Plymouth City Centre, Sutton Harbour. Just so you know,
it's a harbour, you'll really like this.
Recorded for quality and training purposes.
He loves
And we
boats.
will collect and process personal data in accordance with the privacy policy on our website, which includes details of your rights.
Okay.
To make a room booking, please press 1.
Okay,
Thanks.
here we go.
For bookings of up to 9 rooms, press 1. Thanks.
I thought that was 9 rooms. I was like, he doesn't need that much. This employee's night is about to get very interesting. And you get a backup ready.
Hello, Premier Inn, Sutton Harbour. Hannah speaking. Can I help?
Hello, I was just phoning to. Sorry,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I just get it in my head when I'm about to ask, and then as soon as I go to say it, my mind just laughs. Oh, I'll try one more, but I really need to not think about Cristiano Ronaldo. It's just so friggin' ridiculous.
Right. Are you a great actor?
Yes, but this is.
Hey, I don't need you to be Dave Elliott making a phone call here. I need you to be a literary booking agent. You've got a client who has some needs, and you need to meet them.
Right, okay,
so
give
you're
me
phoning
this.
the Travel Lodge in Derriford. I don't need you to be Dave Elliott.
I don't know if I don't know if any actor in the world can do this.
It's very important you mention the crime novel. And also, listen, if you get confident, I think you're going to knock this out of the park. Ask if there's any sweet clubs in the area.
Thank you for calling Travel Lodge
Oh,
Central
fuck
Reservations.
off.
Please be advised that the call is charged.
This is it.
per minute.
Fourth time the
Your
charm.
phone company's access charge. To make a booking, please press 1.
Oh, I hate that.
In order to improve our service,
Don't-
we may
don't
record
breathe.
your call
Okay, I can
for
hear you
training
breathe
and
laughing.
quality purposes. If you consent to your call being recorded, please press 1. Otherwise, please press 2 or
Yeah,
hold the
Mum, you
line
consent.
to the.
Good evening, Travel Lodge Bookings. Karen speaking. Where can I book for you today?
Hi, I was just looking to get a price, how much it would cost for a room. I have a client coming over on a book tour, and I was just looking to see if I could get accommodation for the 15th of September.
Okay. And which hotel is it for, sorry?
I'm not too sure. I'm just trying to get somewhere in the area nearby, sort of near Elliott Street, you know, where the Viking Stone is. As ridiculous as it sounds.
I'm not sure what you mean, sir, because I'm in Central Reservations Call Centre. I deal with 500 hotels in the country. Do you know which town?
It would be in Plymouth.
Near?
I thought this was Plymouth. Sorry, my mistake.
Okay, and it's for the 15th of September?
Yeah, I'm just looking at price really before we commit to anything here.
Right, okay, you're looking at around between £96 and £100.
That sounds very good, yeah. And it's a good area there for you know, book tours and stuff, because that's what we're trying to do, a book tour for a crime novel.
I really wouldn't know, sir. I've never been to Plymouth and I'm not from the area.
Okay. And we're just trying to really put on a bit of an experience for the guy staying here. Shouldn't really say who it is, but you know, he's kind of famous, to be honest. It's embarrassing to say.
Sorry, how far is it from the sea, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay, one moment. Okay, it's quite close to the sea. It's probably about half a mile away.
That's good, because he only has small legs.
Okay, and do you want to go ahead with the booking at all?
No, because let me double check. I need to check with his dad before I book it, because he's the first time he's left Italy by himself. So I need to just check, if you can.
Okay.
I'll tell you, it's Cristiano Ronaldo Jr, the wee baby Ronaldo, but he's first time out of Italy, so I need to check with his dad. I shouldn't have really told you that because it's confidential, but can I get a direct line number to phone back and confirm possibly within the next 10 minutes or so if I get his dad?
Right, you would need to come back through on our number. We're only open for another 10 minutes.
Right, okay, well, I'll try Christy. I know he's quite busy, but I'll try him and then see if Junior is happy with that.
Okay.
And is there a river in the room, or is that just too much to ask, like a wee fake river for him to bathe in and stuff, or?
There'd be a standard bathroom in the hotel.
Can it get filled very high with water?
Hold on one moment.
I can't do it anymore. I'm gonna burst. I can't do it. I'll do it. Oh,
well played, sir.
Oh, dear heaven. Look how sweaty I am. I hated that.
Oh, so don't worry, Cristiano, if you're watching, CR7's got his room booked and going to take care of your boy. I really enjoyed that.
I think we're going to have an outtakes video with this, aren't we?
I'm a father of four.
That is the most ridiculous thing ever.
Well, listen, when I die, which may be this week, my last memory on earth will be when you tried to book Cristiano Ronaldo Jr. a hotel in Plymouth as part of his book tour for his crime novel.
What's the crime novel called? Can you answer it? Or is just a crime novel
it's
yet
called
to be named?
Blood in the Water, and it's about some of the river babies get killed, and CR7 Jr. starts to investigate.
Oh,
he hasn't been a river baby in years. He's out of it. He's more like a supervisor, so he has to like go back into the water.
Yeah,
and he's just in a wee Moses basket with an engine in it, going down the Amazon. It would be alright.
It would be a decent show.
Is it time for tweetback?
That hurt me. Yeah. Who's going first today? You or me?
If you don't know what tweetback is, if you're a new listener to the podcast, you're stupid, and also
stupid.
Stupid. What tweetback is we give each other a tweet to write. You gotta make it look like it just came from you unsolicited.
That hurt inside, that last call, by the way.
I enjoyed that so much. Yeah, tweetback's been terrible to us in the past. We mug each other off and it's horrible. The tweet stays up for the duration of the podcast, and whoever gets the least amount of retweets wins.
Yeah, and possibly the worst ever one was last week, and you made me tweak Katie Hopkins saying how much
don't worry about that.
I supported her.
Your relationship.
Am I going first?
Yes.
Right, okay.
So you can get your composed tweet ready. And producer Ben told us off before the podcast. He scolded us, two big boys over his knee, for being on their phones too much last week during the podcast, because we're just checking tweet back. So we'll not be doing that this week. Okay. So David.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. Delighted to announce.
Yeah, okay, great. Off the bat, I'm pleased with this.
I'll be hosting.
Yeah.
In inverted commas. Okay.
Yeah.
A conversation with.
Yeah.
Close commas.
Yeah.
Evening in.
Yeah.
At.
Yeah.
The Savoy Hotel.
Yeah. In the Savoy, London.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With none other than my two fave Katie's.
Fucking great. Yeah.
Little dash, little hyphen.
Hold on. With my two fave Katie's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wee hyphen, yeah. At
Katie Hopkins.
Katie Hopkins, yep.
Yeah.
Any idea who the other one would be?
Pricey.
At Pricey. At Katie Price, darling. Okay.
Yeah, Katie Price. Yeah.
New line.
Yep.
Two people.
Yeah.
I, capital letters.
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah.
Exclamation mark.
Yeah.
What questions would you like me to ask the girlies?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Question mark.
Girlies.
New line.
Yeah.
RT. No, like another line, another new line, yeah.
Yeah.
RT.
Yeah.
For a free ticket.
Yeah.
And meet and greet.
Yeah.
And then you got this photo to attach, and I'd like you to, really explain the photo to me and the listeners, because I want to know if you're happy with it.
Sure.
So
let me see.
Let me just find it there for you, big shooter.
Why did you start this podcast all grumpy and such a bad mood, terrible form, and now you're just mugging me off, giving you new life energy? It's not.
Just there you go. So attach it in.
You've taken that photo of me that I got taken with my newborn baby and my fiance, of me posing, and like for some reason half of my face is cast in shadow. I look like I'm creeping in to steal the baby, and you've just used one magnifying glass on my eye, look like a creep, and you've done in conversation with, and looks like my signature, Dave Elliott. Thanks. That was.
I see this being like a series of events that you host throughout UK and Irish hotels.
Can I tweet now? Yeah.
Yes, please.
Oh my god, I hate it.
And I'm not allowed to tweet that back with anything. Just retweet it, but I'm not allowed to write anything.
No.
Man, I think a lot of people are going to retweet for that free ticket and the meet and greet with you three.
Yeah, it's a real treat, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I absolutely hate that.
There you go.
Shane Todd retweeted. Cheers, Shane, my man.
No problem. 2 retweets. Okay, I'm ready for mine.
Right.
Ready to take my punishment.
Right, okay. Weird.
Sorry, sexual.
Got to compose a tweet up and ready to go, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Can't wait to see.
Yeah.
The sexiest guy, dude.
Can't wait to see the... Hold on. The...
Sexiest guy, dude.
Is that all one word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At.
Yeah.
Bronze Bomber. Deontay Wilder.
The big black boxer.
Yeah,
right or wrong?
Yeah, true.
Deontay Wilder. Question for everyone in this room. Big, yes or no? Black. Right or wrong?
Correct.
I was going to say Bomber, because you told me his nickname Bomber.
Yeah.
Boxer.
Correct.
I rest my case.
Okay.
Can't wait to see the sexiest guy, dude. At Bronze Bomber, yep.
Knock the loaf off.
Knock the loaf off. Oh no. Nah, you're a shit guy.
Yeah, well.
You're a snake rat Judas guy. Now all of a sudden I'm tweeting Tyson Fury.
Yeah, off.
Yeah, at Gypsy King.
No. Loaf off.
Yeah.
That bald fuck bear. At Tyson Fury.
You're a real dick. ...
It's
Because this was my banter and you've taken it as your own, and that's so weak for a stand-up to do that.
nice though.
And you look what I started type, Dave Elliott. Right.
Reckon
Yeah.
he'll leave him
Yeah.
in worse nick than
Yeah.
I left
Yeah.
Mr. just MR dot
Yeah.
Bing BING
Yeah.
last summer in Cancun
Yeah. ...
...
Yeah.
probs not but and that wee cheeky emoji like this.
Who's Mr. Bing?
It'll all come clear.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then new line,
Yeah.
open brackets,
Yeah.
trip funded by
Oh no, you don't need to dictate anymore. Trip, I'll take care of it from here. Trip funded by at shocker Japan government.
correct.
Yeah, and maybe
Mr.
they had some help.
Mr. Muscle.
What? You want me to write Mr. Muscle?
Yeah, and Mr. Muscle at John Cena.
Yeah. When I start landing movie roles with John Cena, I'm gonna have to do a lot of explaining. Right.
And then new line, how many characters do you have left?
Not many.
Hashtag miss you Bing.
Right.
Got it ready to roll.
Yeah.
And then if you could just attach this picture and explain it.
Okay, the photo is Photoshop from me and Aaron Butler last week getting ready to fly to your stag. And that's me and a blonde haired Asian boy wearing a Spider-Man backpack, and you've done a little unicorn in my jumper, and it looks like we're about to board a flight clearly to Cancun. Can't wait to see the sexiest guy, dude. Bronze bomber, knock the loaf off that bald fuckbear Tyson Fury. Reckon he'd leave him in worse nick than I did.
You spelt that wrong. It's a Brose bomber. There's an N in there. Bronze
Sorry.
bomber.
Okay. Reckon he'll leave him worse nick than I left Mr. Bing last summer in Cancun. Probs not, but in brackets. Trip funded by the Japanese government, Mr. Muscle John Cena. Hashtag miss you Bing. Send.
That's really good. Whew.
Well, at least 7 people are going to your conversation with.
Well, it's good. That's good off. That's more excitement than my stand-up gigs off the bat. 7 people straight in there. Oh, that's.
I've perked up. Let me just say.
We've started very, very, very strong this week.
Yeah.
How many minutes are we at?
Done 33 minutes.
Oh goodness in
Wow.
heaven! Whoa.
So we're just back from your stag do.
I know that it was both heavily discussed on my own weird podcast and your Shane Toddcast, but there's some elements we both missed out on.
The main element we missed out on was you being an absolute pancake head.
Yeah.
Anti-sieve.
But you do remember I got hit in the head with the surfboard when I was away.
Yeah, but this was before.
Oh no! Have you not heard of retrospective concussion?
No.
It's where if you get concussed so hard, the time can revert back within your concussed brain, and you can be concussed from up to a week before getting struck in the head. So I punch you now, bam.
We're ready to. Oh yeah, right. And that's our tooth.
Yeah.
A bit like the time, because me and Dave did Stendhal Festival a couple of weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
And Dave reminded me that we had done Stendhal Festival before.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, that must have been a great trip with one of my best mates. And then I remembered back and thought, was it? Or was that the time when I started to say, like, my appendix and all, my stomach is really sore? And this was the start of me having, like, Crohn's disease. And I said, like, I didn't feel great and I was really pale. And I was complaining, moaning maybe before I went on stage, but in hindsight with great reason.
Mm-hmm. But you thought it was your appendix?
My mate Dave Elliott went, nah, you'll be alright. And seconds before I went on stage, just fully punched me in the stomach.
Yeah, but you had to harden up. But did you get through the set?
I think that's what gave me Crohn's.
Are you still alive?
Yes.
So thank me.
No.
See, they give the wee wry smile, says you're grateful.
So we were getting ready for Dave's stag. We've flown all the way to Lisbon. We're getting ready to go. Even though we arrived late at night, it was like, let's just get on the sauce. Let's get straight on it. We were all full of the joys of summer, ready for some vitamin D and some sunshine and cock. And as we walked off the plane, I was like, we're just going to walk straight to the taxi, leave our bags off, straight to the bar. Then all of a sudden, a text comes through the group on the group chat. Dave has left his passport on the plane, and I'm thinking that'll be easy enough. Someone will just go and get it for him. Hour and a half, mate.
Yeah.
Hour and a half sitting in an airport.
They weren't allowed back. They thought we were Al Qaeda and we were going to put a bomb on the plane, which has already landed, which would be the shittest.
Did you
Al-Qaeda
use my
of all
name?
time.
Did you say who you were with?
No, I said I knew Sebastian Snake Rat, and they were like, "Sweet, say no more, fam." There's the passport.
Why are you such an idiot? You'd have a load of drinks. You're acting a big man. Who puts their
I wasn't
passport in the
acting
front
big man.
pouch? That's the stupidest
I wasn't
behaviour.
acting big man.
You were.
No, you had given me a wee task list of tasks, which happened to be just
I didn't have anything to do with that.
laminated.
I didn't have anything.
Same
to do with
size as
that.
passport, mate.
Yep.
And I felt my pocket, and I felt my piece, and I felt that I had my passport
You had your passport in your piece,
in the foreskin.
rolled up.
Yep.
And
I thought I had it, but then
it
I
was the
didn't.
worst start to the trip. Although me and Aaron Butler just went and sat in this wee hotel bar. Hotel. That's king.
Go
We
ahead.
were there for an hour and a half, but fair play. We're on holiday. We sat in the airport bar, and I tried this brand of cider called Summersby cider, and it was absolutely stinking. So I had to
Excuse
try
me,
them
mister.
for the rest of the trip just to make sure. I was like, I need to get to the bottom of this. Like, how are they still serving this to people? So I did a lot of extensive research. And
How many bottles did you go through a day to just test that?
it culminated in when we went out to watch a Frampton fight. The barman goes, he's like, there is no more cider. And I said, oh, can you not change the pump, mate? And he goes, I already have once. And I was like, oh, fair enough then.
Well, we did drink a lot that night.
I
didn't. I had a couple of colas, I think.
What I like is, I was like a Jehovah's Witness. All the boys started off just being straight, normal, traditional Christians, and I was preaching the word of Summersby. Because I'd been that Portuguese stag I was on a couple of months before. I discovered the ways of the Summersby, and I was telling the lads, I was like, you need to let this little cheeky cider into your life. And I was getting resistance at first. Like, people were like, nah, I'm just more of a beer guy. And then by the end, we were all just.
But it was
straight
that
up
Naughty
Summersby.
Bandito we tried first of all. That's what, and then when we had no Naughty Bandito, I tried the Summersby and I liked it a lot. It was.
Did you have a good stag? Did you enjoy
I
it?
had a very good time.
It was a really good trip.
It was a nice time. Everyone was in great form.
I'm
Everybody
glad your
enjoyed
friends aren't
themselves.
dicks, or maybe we were
I
all
know.
dicks, so we don't.
Yeah, I
recognise
think
that in
it's
other people.
more that.
We're all dicks.
Yeah, but we met new friends on that trip as well. We met Francisco, Ivan,
Yeah.
and then Macca's friend Richard.
I'm gonna do a real dickhead thing here and say you got to check our own podcast out if you want
Yeah.
to hear that, because we
Yeah.
can't tell that story three
No, we
times.
can't tell 3 times.
All we'll say is, if you want to hear, if you're interested in a bespoke story about,
A homeless man trying to fuck one of my mates.
and then I'm getting very close.
Yeah.
You're married,
Yeah.
friend. And also, if you'd like to hear a story about a guy who runs wine tasting tours and just came out in the pints with the lads and sort of went a bit mental with no eyebrows, he sang AC/DC back in black.
What I want you
like
to
a
do
BG.
is I'll say a joke to you,
Yeah.
and you react how Francisco would react to that.
Okay.
Be like, oh, let me see. Oh. That just tastes very sweet, Francisco. There's no alcohol in that, is there?
Fucking hell!
Yeah, he was a very
Something like
enthusiastic
that.
guy.
And then he came out with us, and
That's gay.
someone on
All of us at the same time.
one of the listeners on my podcast this morning, I think it was Jamie, sent me a tweet underneath when I posted the podcast saying, show us this picture of Francisco. I think some people doubted that Francisco had the mad look in his eyes, and I just sent him back straight up a picture of Francisco.
Is that one you sent me? You zoomed right into his face.
There's a video of us all singing James Blunt, You're Beautiful, and Francisco doesn't really know all the words, but he's still singing with the boys. And halfway through the video, your mate Macca just starts like hugging him and bringing Francisco right close into his bosom, and it was great.
See Macca, who the night before he fairly got over Richard quickly, didn't he?
Yeah.
No, things got pretty serious with that.
At a time where I thought things were getting out of hand was when your mate Connor, when Macca was about to sit down, and Macca would be considered a big guy.
Yeah.
And he went to sit down and on a little primary school chair outside this bar, and your mate Connor just moved a chair, and I looked out and just saw your mate Macca lying like face down on the ground. Like, he wasn't injured, he had just fallen then and there, and I thought, because Lisbon's not like that.
That was the dickhead thing to do. That's the
Yeah,
most dickhead
I
thing
hate
on stag.
that, yeah.
But it's good that he broke a chair himself, isn't it?
Yeah, but Lisbon is not, I wouldn't describe it as not stag friendly, because
Hey, don't hear something factual.
What?
Whenever I got home, I just thought I would Google Stag Lisbon to try and like find what Francisco's was doing so I could review him, and I did. I went straight to TripAdvisor, gave him a 5-star review.
I saw that.
But I found out that it was voted to the #1 stag destination in the world, Lisbon.
I think part of the reason of it is I can see that because.
So hey man, you just fully mugged yourself off. It is a stag venue.
No, what I'm saying, I said stag friendly, and the reason I'm saying that is because we only saw maybe 2 other stag groups, and I think that's why it was so good, because it wasn't like just
everyone.
When places are just catered for stag do's, they're just a bit cheap and nasty.
And then they get on each other, who could be the wildest stag do, and then one thing leads to another, and then Mackett would have brought Richard home.
Yeah.
At the end of that.
Yeah. But it was really good. I enjoyed it.
You know what was weird though about it? I don't think we've touched on this.
Can I just say before we forget, you missed out on the last day because you boys sensibly flew home at like 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
But me, Aaron and Daniel just had a day to ourselves, and you didn't really know too much about the day.
No, I'd be keen to know more about that.
We were some boys in a big city.
How did Daniel get on with you?
Really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, he was
Good.
really, he was like,
He can be a bit of a quiet man sometimes.
he can be
the scout, we called him on the
yes,
trip.
he's very much like you know, if we were in the jungle, we'd all have a base camp set up, but he'd still be out in those ferns, you know, building a hammock for himself.
Alright, okay,
just to
so he
stay
just
out
met
there.
lost and shit.
Nah, and but no, he had a great time. We bonded. We went to the Centro
Bondage?
Colombo. Yes, we went to the Centro Colombo, which is like a big mall, and we went.
Named after that super TV star
The detective.
Columbo. I love that.
We went to a big arcade, and we played loads of games, air hockey and stuff. And then we went round, did a bit of shopping. We had some lunch. It was the highlight of the stag. And then we went bowling. And do you know what's funny?
No man.
You know, when you do stand up and stuff, people like always looking for you to like to be the funny version of whatever it is you're doing. But see, when it comes to bowling, I'm very good at bowling. Like, I'm like, it's actually a bit awkward that I'm so good at bowling.
But that's because you got those big long ET fingers. You can just lift the ball and drop it on. You just reach out your arm, your fingers,
Push them all down.
Just knock them
But
all
seriously,
down.
we started playing a game. You know the way if you get a strike in your last go, you get another go? I did that 3 times in the first game at the end.
Nice.
Then the second, so I got 129. It was like, that's not even a good score. Then the second game we played, I had like 160 something.
You know what I got last time I played bowling?
What?
16.
Aaron said to me halfway through us playing, he goes, "So man, well, when did your dad sell the alley?" And I just found that very funny, and I enjoyed it. But I'm a great bowler. And then we just hung about there a little bit more, and then we got an Uber out to the airport, and it was a really nice time.
Oh, I was waiting for like a big.
And see, in the airport, we
Fine.
this is just boring chat. I never told you this,
it
but
really is.
you know the
man.
way we were watching the Frampton fight the night before, and Benfica were playing on one of the other screens.
Yeah.
The Benfica team and the team that played in the like Portuguese Premiership, they were all just in the airport, the 2 squads, decked out in all their gear. And I was like, oh, maybe they're just waiting for a flight. Maybe they're going to grab a salad or sushi like myself. All just on McDonald's and pints.
Nice.
Yeah.
Why did you not get any photos of the boys?
Because
you love players.
They were in the middle of, I only like youth players though.
That's true.
They were in the middle of eating the McDonald's and drinking their beer, so I thought it'd be sly to go up and approach them then.
Yeah. You should have just gone beside them and taken photos while
They asked me for loads, like I got
Nice.
loads for them, but that was
Sweet.
really it. Ben, what's any stats for us, or you've messaged me?
Oh goodness gracious.
Okay, Ben,
Oh,
see that's the thing
God.
with Ben. You know, he's been producing for a couple of months, and he will not
He'll
address
not be
us with actual
stopped.
conversation. Oh wow. Oh okay, we got a lot. It seems that an evening with is
It's
really
popping
taking
off.
So Adam McQueen, about your tweet, your evening with Katie Hopkins and Katie Price, says, "Wonder if you get 2 more sexier people," and Katie Hopkins as well. But you know, keen on this. Someone else said, "Why does she stop calling herself Jordan?" I think Adam Clark thinks maybe this is really happening. John Lupton says, "Roy keen for a ticket. Will there be any light shows as a warm up?" No, this is Dave's event. No, I'm just gonna go to that just as a punter. You know what I mean? Like I'm not.
See,
working
now
on it.
we're thinking about it. Would you put an extra bit of dough into your Ulster Hall shows to open it with a light show?
Genuinely,
Yeah.
like 150 quid. You can get something for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Matthew Murnan, will there be drinks promos on the night? Lee says, extremely keen for a ticket, something I could definitely get behind. Yes, I'm talking about the physique guy. Matty Carlton says, Dave, that photo was so creepy, but I would be keen to get a ticket. I'm a big fan of Katie Hopkins. Me tweeting the bronze bomber and Tyson Fury. Unknown fella says, Avi Stig Lisbo has stitched you up there. Lee says, nice of the government of Japan not to pull funding after those eel remarks. What?
I don't know, you probably made a really offensive comment about Japanese people eating eels or something.
Matty Carlton keen to see Daddy Shane get knocked out by Tyson Fury. James McCauley, hey, at ACA Models, at Alison Campbell. What do you think of the new outfit? At Kaelin, bald fuckbear, poetry in motion. And Adam McQueen, did you ask him if your wee rag smelled? Oh, no. No. That is an inappropriate comment.
Right, so shall we do a bit of listeners' questions and get this show wrapped?
Yeah.
Gap tooth guys.
Yeah. What?
No.
I don't have gap tooth. I have perfect teeth now.
Yeah, because surgery.
Thanks to Invisalign. It's not surgery.
It is surgery.
Ben, is Invisalign surgery? No. Good. You're not a snake rat anymore. You're just a rat. But there's no snake to you. He's eventually coming back to human.
Yeah, you're all snake rats together. Right, let me see. Some people are really weird. They listen to our podcast. Just saying.
That's because we're weird.
Yeah. Right. Okay. First question. Oh, whoa! I think there may be news in the Friends of the Show here.
What's happened?
An update from Michael Jardine. First of all, Bon dia, Stag Boys.
Yeah.
He spelt it without a Y. He spelled it with an I, which is like, you know, why Megan from Love Island would say boys.
That's how Bundy is spelled.
No, but BOIS.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, Stag Boys.
Yep.
Hope you
Stag
both
boys.
had a sweet time in Portugal. Hashtag Last on Tour. Hashtag No Surrender. 5-day bender. But it was only 3 days. But on a serious note, what advice do you have for when things change and times get tough, or you need to deal with heartbreak? Now, I read that as in I thought he had a breakup.
That's what I'm thinking.
Have you, Michael? Hashtag sensitive lad band.
Because he's posting all those brilliant
Hashtag big bag of feelings with the lads. Just underneath, 80 Macaloon, the Macalunatic with a big wide mouth open, the tongue's right out, ready to pop drugs on, has said, that's all you need, Mike, and a 6-pack of Smithwick's.
Which is what I was going to say.
Yeah.
So what are we thinking? Like, is the sardine going through something?
I don't know, but I would just say, look, if you're feeling down, what I would advise you to do is just fucking grow up, man. Get out and do it. No, if you're feeling down, just, you know, watch All Dogs Go to Heaven, and then whatever it is you're going through will be totally eclipsed by how sad All Dogs Go to Heaven is, and then
Mike,
you'll get over it.
I'm
gonna get through this.
If it's something not that serious, if it's just a wee something you're feeling, you're just like, you know what really helps me feel good?
Turn James Brown there.
Tribal Burger. They do vegan burgers, meat burgers, alcoholic milkshakes, and the best thing is they're based in the middle of Botanic, easy to get to, parking outside,
fresh, made in store food,
deals, yummy.
Hey,
although when you eat that, you're still gonna have the same problems.
But hey,
no, here
do they have a microwave in their store?
Nope.
Nope.
What I would say is, if you're just feeling like, you know, not because he's been away, he's been in Washington, he was obviously dealing with some big names, he was probably on POTUS's staff. No, seriously, here's what I'd say: have a bit of you time, get the haircut. Okay, no, that's making it way worse. He's parting about his hair. What I'm saying is, go treat yourself. Get your haircut. Get a nice haircut. Get something a little bit tight around the back and sides.
And then get a trim.
Maybe you buy a new t-shirt. Maybe you arrange a social event out with some friends, and you show up in your new gear looking swagged out. And if it's something more than that, you know, hey,
listen to Barry Manilow.
Yeah,
it'd be sweet.
You gotta talk about it. You gotta talk about these things. Listen, people probably think a big guy like me, you know what I mean? They go, you look great, you're funny, you're nice, you're a little wooden boy at times. People probably go, you got it together. Hey, sometimes I don't feel myself, I don't feel great, I feel some kind of way. So I talk to Rapid, boring. Okay, cheers, Dave. Alright. Dave wrote Rapid because it's boring chat.
Yeah, it's like
Michael, I'm here for you, bro. Dave, listen.
Adam Clark, which is handles at Adam Clark Dude. So I imagine he's some kind of transgender guy. What?
Ben's turned back into a rat. Mm-hmm. You've gone the other way. You know what you are?
What?
Rat's head.
Okay.
Snake's body. And just bitch feet.
The snake rat bitch? Oh no. Oh, high heels are those? Really tight from a big podgy feet.
Oh, they're really, really tight, yeah.
And he said, hey, I always imagine Ben sits on the floor with his legs crossed as you guys record. Is this true? Hashtag hello Ben. Hashtag it could be seat or Seat. Hashtag floor bum. Hashtag Love Island. Hashtag XXX Tentacion. Hashtag Takeshi69. Hashtag Japan government.
Good question. Ben he normally has a seat whenever we're down in the studio in Boytown headquarters, but we're not. We're in my kitchen. But today he's paced. He's paced. Yeah. He's a man who has ideas. He's a man who, he's maybe just getting the steps up. You know what I mean?
He said to me, KFH, and I was like, what's that mean? And he just said keen for home. So I think he's pacing to say rapid, guys. Mattationi Carlatoni, which is the cousin of Matty Carlatonioni, has said, good morning, I missed a call yesterday and it was about bespoke legal services. But what other bespoke things have you seen or heard of recently? Hashtag Bespokeo, hashtag BespokeNI.
We keep getting sent them, and I think we actually walk past some in Portugal.
I found something that I think you might be interested in while I was looking for something for you to call today. It's called Encapsulite International, Specialists in Bespoke Lighting.
I wonder will I be making a phone call their way in the next few weeks.
I think you possibly...
I wonder will I be keen for some sort of signature range.
Well, I think you'd be good at it. Glenn Lindsay said, good morning. Oh, what about Butler's...
Aaron Butler, man of many talents, reveals that, you think you know everything about a guy, and then he reveals, not only is he had a vasectomy, but he...
a real one, not one of those choke ones.
And it's weird that it stopped him having the ability to procreate, but it gave him the ability to do the best impression of Michael Douglas in Behind the Candelabra. Because we think ours... Here's mine. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Lean into me a wee bit. Good morning. Actually, you gotta admit that was really good. Do you want it one more time?
Yeah.
Good morning.
Can I try one?
Yep.
Good morning.
Nah.
No, here, we do live in the podcast. We ring him, get him to do it.
Yeah, ring him now.
Right, okay.
One thing I'll say while you set up that call is on the Saturday night, me and Aaron's teetotal, never had a drink in his life, we noticed that the boys were flagging a bit. You had done the wine tasting. I can't talk because I don't drink wine, so I hadn't partaken in that. So I was still fairly rightly. And great photo. So I said, we need to get these boys out. We need to get them drinking again. And
what did you do?
Not been possible to connect your call.
He's in cinema.
Oh, right, okay.
You had a pair of sunglasses sitting on the bar.
Yeah.
And you were like, I'm ready for bed. I want to go home. And I said, man, it's the last night, it's your stag. But ultimately, if that's what you want to do, just no problem, we'll do it. It's your call. And
did I drink any more? No.
You were like, nah, I don't want to drink anymore. And then you were like, hold on, let me put these sunglasses on and see what Conor has to say. And then you started morphing into Conor McGregor anytime you put these sunglasses on. And at the end of the night, and then you would take them off and go, whoa, what happened there? And denial knowledge of what had happened. And it culminated with you at the end of the night demanding to be brought a brandy. Well, you didn't want a brandy, but Conor McGregor did. And then you... Have you seen the video I took?
I don't think so. Do I want to?
Yeah. So the night finished with you basically down in your brandy and saying, brandy man, say my name 3 times while you downed it. Have you honestly not seen the video?
The Brandy Man video?
It's not the Brandy Man video. So basically,
you're
about to neck a drink, and Aaron asks, I think he asks who you're dedicating your drink to, and you give him a pretty savage answer. So let me find.
Did I do it or was it Conor? Because I had
it was Conor.
I had to put those glasses away because it made me feel some kind of way anytime I put them on.
Can I also say, for some reason, while we were out, for some reason I decided this was a good idea. While we were out, my agent Andy texted me and said, "Is Dave having a good time on his stag?" And I was fairly drunk, so I didn't say anything. Just sent him this video.
Alright, no.
Are you gonna make weight? No, I'm not making weight. What? I'm 25 stone. Oh, fuck, fair enough. Making weight. Way! What the fuck is that? What are you cheers into, Connor? Yeah, fucking do that.
What are you cheersing to, Connor? Your fucking mother. So there you go.
That wasn't me. I can't take responsibility for that. That was Connor.
We got any more bespoke questions?
I'm starting to sweat again after that Cristiano phone call. Oh, right. Glenn Lindsay, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
So creepy. This is an interesting dessert option. Spotted dick. Anti-spotted dick with steamed
Delicious
spuds.
spotted dick.
What
were you doing in that car?
What would you?
Spotted dick.
What would be on the official Boytown menu? There'd definitely be Coco Man, because you would make that.
You know what the
Serve
starter
it up.
is?
What?
Cream.
Okay.
Just a bowl of cream.
A main course. Cream.
And dessert.
Cream.
But
Whoa.
serve by the side of
Cream.
cock.
What about what we could do is like put in those wee pipette things and put it up normal water, baby. That'd be paedophilic. Like just cute guys' bottoms, and then they could just come and poof the cream
And
onto
the
the.
mandolier
Yeah.
and scream it at their disposal.
That would be very sexy.
Yeah.
Matthew Mernon.
Good morning.
Big exam coming up, fellas. Any tips? Hashtag manboy tutor. Hashtag papa life coach.
I will not be a good person to speak to about this. I'm not someone who ever revised. I just always scrape by being a fairly heavily intelligent guy. Honestly, I never did any revision. So I don't know. I think if you want to do well in the exam, then revise, and if you think you might be alright, then probably don't.
I'd say my tips would be, before you do the exam, wee glass of Somersby. Just settle the nerves. Get
Then
in, have a
again,
good
maybe
time.
you're hungry. You don't want to do exam on an empty stomach, and I don't know if you go to Queen's, but if you do and you're around the Botanic area, maybe you hit that tribal burger.
80 Macaloon. The Macaloonatic.
Yep.
has said, many cute boys in Lisbon.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's 9 less now.
Yeah, true.
Alright.
And Richard's still out there somewhere.
There was some cute boys. There was a lot of sexy boys.
What
and
about
girls in Lisbon.
that porcelain boy at the market?
So Dave was wolfing down a burger, and he had a little bit of grease dripping from his chin and a Somersby about to go into his mouth, and then all of a sudden he nearly choked, because we just saw this look in his eyes, and Dave's eyes went that wide that I could see in the reflection what he was looking at, which is 20 feet away, and it was this porcelain Asian boy who just had really sweet futuristic clothes on, and his skin was like white and almost like made of china.
And his hair was Michael Jackson's hair, and you were not alone.
You were not alone.
And he had 2 earrings, and he was just he walked. He rested his hand on his.
Can you get a
first
photo of
chin.
him?
I've got one.
Can you
I'll
post
post it on the
Post it
Boytown
up.
page. I'll do that tomorrow once the podcast's out. And I don't know what this account's about. It's like Boytown Podcast. I think it looks like a. It said, UED 55. Nah, that's shit banter. Stu, pepper. I said, bon dia.
Bondi, I was actually saying Bondi a lot when we were away.
Bon dia, you pair of creme fraiche cowboys. Shane looked thrilled to be surfing in Portugal, but what would your favourite water sport be?
Well, can I just say on that, I was that good at surfing. A lot of people were comparing me to Tony Hawk, the surfer.
Oh, Tony Adams, blocked.
I was really good. I sort of started falling in love with Ivan, the surfing instructor. Ivan really took me under his wing and made me his protege, and yeah, people loved it. What are you laughing at?
Just another question we've got, given that I think I might, we'll maybe save this to the very last question. But yeah, Dylan O'Neill, I said good morning. I hope you both enjoyed being a couple of Stagman Johns at Ave Stig Lisbo 2018. I particularly enjoyed hearing about Francisco belting out Back in Black. But what I want to know is, what's the best place to go for your first lads holiday?
Back in black, back in black.
Well, I went to my first one when I was 17 down Napa, and it was shite. And then the next year I went to Magaluf, which was great.
I went away with 2 girlfriends whenever I was 17.
2?
Yep, 2 friends who were girls. That was my first lads.
Alright, I was going to say, I thought you were like some kind of Mediterranean prince. who just took the
F Junior. No,
Yeah.
my first lads holiday was with 2 mates that are girls.
Weird. Chris Barr, I want to take
Also,
you to
can I
Chris
just say,
Barr.
I decided I'd go for a jog or go for a run on that trip, and
Okay.
I had my hair was a 1 all over at the time. In fact, a half all over. It was just stubble.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't know at that age that you had to put sun cream in your head.
Of course you did.
And I ran for like 10 kilometres there, 10 kilometres back, got full sunstroke and nearly died, and had to fly home the next day by myself. Sweet.
Nice. Chris Barr has asked, good morning. Glad to see that both the boys have made it back from Lisboa in one piece. One bespoke piece, in fact. Apart from Dave's gold outfit, what was the most common thing you saw when away? It's probably that China boy, isn't it?
Probably that guy.
Or Richard Shaft.
There was a good time whenever me and your best man Phil went in to get some drinks in a gay bar, and it was packed out, and we went in, and as I was walking out, I was holding 3 pints, and I decided that I couldn't. It was people were dancing, so I sort of
not of beer either.
I sort of squatted and led with my booty, and people really liked.
Why did you squat? Did you just poke it out? What squatting is? Oh right, okay.
It, you know what
okay.
I mean? I think that was a nice time, but yeah, the most common thing we saw. Some of the fountains were pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. Not fountains off cum, sadly, because that would be. You just get
Give
those.
Me some armbands.
Light show, cum fountains, mandoliers. That's what our clubs would offer. Chris Henning, after listening to the Big Dogs podcast, can I please request a duologue from you guys depicting the dramatic but nonetheless tragic romantic tale between Macca and the elusive vagabond Richard in the romantic setting of Lisbon?
Okay.
Dave captured the story in his powerful monologue, which, if I'm being honest, had me sweating with laughter to the point that my work colleagues asked if I ran to work. Make this happen, boys. So come. # go away, Richard.
Okay.
# don't forget me,
I've
Richard.
listened to... How many episodes of your podcast have you done?
44.
I've listened to about half, right?
Yeah.
And I always enjoy hearing my big mate doing a podcast. But I have never laughed out loud more than whenever you were telling the story about Richard. And I wrote loads of stand-up about the trip whenever I was travelling home on the flight because I didn't want to go to sleep because I'd drive from Dublin. But I didn't write the Richard story because I thought, that's your bit. Yeah. And if you don't make that a bit, you're stupid.
Yeah, no, I will make that a bit, I think.
And really elongate it. But so who do you want me to play?
I think between the both of us, you'd be Richard then. But what had happened basically?
What was Richard's accent?
Richard just it's all in the same accent.
Oh, you want the same? So it's like a lot of different things and stuff. Yeah.
So what basically had happened was, Mac had met this dude Richard. Finally, we got rid of him. Whenever Mac had brought Richard to meet the group, his shaft was out. You know, we realised he wasn't just a normal dude, a homeless dude with no jeans.
He wasn't homeless, though, really. Was he?
Yeah. He pretty much was. Like, he was sitting on the street when we walked past him, just nestling down in his living room for the night. And then whenever we saw him again, we went, oh fuck no, there's Richard. And Macca saw him and he went, Richard, come join us. And then as we got closer to the house, the boys were like,
I think we were right. So.
But no, you can't be Richard yet. Where the boys were going, look, Macca, Richard can't come into the house with us.
Yeah.
And you need to get rid of Richard because we can't have him in the house. He might murder us.
Okay.
And then we got to the the street just before the door, and Macca had to say, Richard.
Okay, you're Macca and Richard.
Okay.
So we're going for some drinks, guys, or what?
No, Richard, you can't come in.
Why? You say I can.
I want you, but I'm forbidden from taking you, Richard.
I'm not come to.
No, I know. Richard, follow me. No, go away, Richard. Get away from me, Richard.
You're saying to come or no? I don't know.
I love you, but my family, they won't allow it, Richard. They won't allow our love.
What is wrong with me, eh?
You pull your Richard. Pull them up, but keep them down. Oh my goodness. I thirst for you, Richard. Go away from me, Richard.
Do you want me to leave or?
I want you to leave me, Richard.
Okay, well,
leave me, Richard. Kiss me before you go, Richard.
Do you want me to
love me, Richard?
You want me to kiss?
Get away, Pritchard.
No, he's Richard.
It's Pritchard because I'm vulnerable.
Do you want me to leave?
Cuddle me, Pritchard.
Okay, I'll leave.
Don't touch me, Richard.
I'm not trying. You want me to touch?
But just for no. Wait for me, Pritchard. Goodbye.
You want me to wait?
Not here, but for me, I'll return for you, Pritchard.
You will come back when?
Soon.
Okay, bye.
You, Pritchard.
You like me to leave?
Bye, Pritchard. Kiss me, Pritchard.
As he gets about a mile away. Come back, Richard. Come back here, Richard.
I need you, Richard.
Come back here, Richard, but don't you dare come back here.
Whoa, Gareth Owens, 82.
I hate you, but I love you, Richard. I detest you, but I admire you, sir.
I love you, but you're bad for me, Pritchard. I'm addicted to you, Pritchard.
Oh, girl, I can't decide, Pritchard.
Get away from me, now. How are Papa Bear and the Snake Rat doing after the stag? Hope the heads aren't too sore. Simple question this week. Mourinho out. So bored of his shit football.
Leave, Jose. Don't you dare quit.
Phil McCormick, still in shock from hearing my name mentioned on the biggest podcast in the world a couple of weeks ago. Hope you guys had a great time away.
I'm a Man United fan and I said you say it.
What I want to know is what's been the standout moment of your life? Whoa, Phil, don't just come in with a wee simple question there.
Standout moment of my life was last year's Ulster Hall shows.
Yeah, well, obviously for me, being a father, the most standout moment of me was whenever Thierry Henry came back to Arsenal, having left and scored that goal against Leeds.
I was at that match.
Yeah,
but I imagine my wedding will be the standout moment of my life.
But then what happens? I have
to say that because she's next.
I always think like whenever if you put too much pressure on it, it'll be shit. So let's just enjoy it.
So don't look forward to it.
No, don't marry her, Pritchard. Wait for me.
Do you, Shane, agree to take this lady as your wedded wife?
No,
but absolutely. In no way, but in every damn way I don't.
I want it, but I can't have it. I can't have it. I just simply can't.
I'm in the Garden of Eden and I want... I'm in the Garden of Eden and I need to eat more fruit in my diet and you're sitting there and I can't eat you, Richard. I can't eat you, Richard.
Richard, I want to eat your snake, but all you have is this apple. I'm joking, Pritchard. Mouth to mouth, in my bum.
Oh, Richard, you're homeless, but you're the richest man in Lisbon.
I've bought you this belt. Don't you dare ever wear it, Richard. You never put it on, Pritchard.
Pritchard, I'm sending you a belt. I'm buying it on Amazon, but I want you to bin it the second you get it. Where should I send it to? That's right, you're homeless, Richard.
They want to make you wear it. They want you to be something you're not, my Pritchard. Never wear it. I'm going to wear your belt, Pritchard, around my neck. Save me, Pritchard. Pritchard. And the last question of the week is from PJ Jennings, and this is a great question. He says,
it's a great question, but it's also the worst damn question I've ever heard.
What do you think of Lauren Harris' Instagram? It's so water, in my honest opinion.
I think this guy sent me a picture from it, and
that's her going, get away from me.
If you could send me that, I appreciate it immensely.
It's definitely very
yeah.
When you wake up and read your Facebook chat with Pritchard,
she fucked Russell Brand, and Russell Brand's like, nah.
But do you think she's telling the truth? Because quite clearly she's fucked Superman there. Dean Kane.
I like it. Sorry, no, don't forget the listeners can't see this.
Okay. But, alright.
Yeah, it's very good. What a great Instagram. Was that
guys,
the last question?
That's the last question, and I'm for sure going to give her a follow from the Boytown page.
Oh.
Follow me, Lauren. I need you, but I can't have you. You're bad for me. You're the worst elixir, but the most essential. You're my life source, Pritchard. I need you more than oh, Pritchard.
Richard, you're the worst and the best at the same time.
Guys, that's been it's been an episode of Boytown.
It has been an episode of Boytown, but it also hasn't.
If you want to review the podcast, do it on iTunes, but don't you dare think about it. You can follow us on Instagram if you want such a pig.
But don't you dare follow the Instagram.
Follow us on Instagram, but follow me home, Bridget. Gets to the door. You must leave. Pritchard.
Pritchard flies over. Yeah. You pay him flights for Belfast, first class. You fly him over. He's homeless. It's first time on a plane. He's got a glass of champagne. He's really looking forward to a new chapter.
At least he gets through the security without having to take his belt off. Lifts his arms.
Just as he's about to land, one of the cabin crew come up to him with a message, and it says, "Leave, Pritchard.
I paid for you to go home and say fly, Pritchard, but fight for me. Chop off the airline, Pritchard. You're not waiting for me on that runway. I can't dump you, Pritchard. Go."
This has been the Boy Down Podcast. You can also listen to the Shane Toddcast on SoundCloud and iTunes. Dave Elliott's Weird Podcast, SoundCloud and iTunes. Once again, we're sponsored by Tribal Burger. Thanks to them. Check them out. Facebook, all social media.
Instagram.
They're in Botanic Belfast. Try them if you haven't had it.
But if you have had it, don't tell me about it, you bitch.
Don't you dare have one of their burgers, but you better have one of them burgers, Pritchard.
I think you need to go to bed.
I do, but I also need to stay awake. I'm just getting into bed to stay awake with my eyes open, Pritchard, but they'll be closed because I'm sleeping and I'm dreaming and I'm thinking of you. I'm thinking of me, not thinking of you.
When I'm awake, I think of you, Pritchard, but when I sleep, I dream of that. Why do you haunt me, Pritchard? But please possess me. Oh, I want to be you, Richard.
Possess me, but quick, the exorcist's on his way, Pritchard.
Throw your holy water at me, Pritchard. I can taste it in my mouth.
I don't know why I call you Pritchard when you like me, Richard, but I do.
Bye. But hello.
Thanks.
Thank you for listening, but I don't even care.
The Boys Down Podcast. See you next week, and this podcast is definitely going to be called Bye, Pritchard. Let's have another cup of tea.